Well, I cannot say that we could not wait to go to Biltmore because the whole month of October was just one giant blur, but we were excited to finally get to go. Today is November 2nd. It is the first day that they are open, and in this video I'm gonna give you that first look of what it looks like. Currently driving through Biltmore Village. That still looks like it's in ruins, still looks like a bomb went out here. Most of it is still closed off to public, so this is what it will look like probably for, I don't know, for a few more weeks, just FYI. And it's right on the way to the Biltmore Estate. It really is very sad to see this place be in this condition because, during the holidays, during this time of the year, it becomes very much, alive and decorated with all the holiday decor, and there's all these shops and stores and a few restaurants to go to. Welcome back to our original Living in Asheville channel. My name is Elenakovrigin. My team and I have been helping people relocate to the Asheville area. If you need any kind of help, if you have questions about current conditions of the market, of the area, any kind of questions like that, our contact information is down in the description. And we are approaching Biltmore entrance from the other side because the other road is closed. I've been to this area or through this area a few times. I know it's not going to look the same. I'm not excited about that part, but I'll show you what I mean. So this is that bridge. The water was like on a third of that bridge. There used to be Starbucks right here. It's gone. And this whole area is absolutely unrecognizable. If you haven't been here, there used to be trees that were lining this drive on both sides. Giant trees on this side, like 100-year-old trees. They're all gone. Just unbelievable. Water was so high that front gate house, or the front gate, had water, I think, like 2/3 up to it. So just to give you a perspective. Despite the fact that Biltmore is such a huge tourist attraction, it is a big attraction, great place for locals to go to, like us. We are annual pass holders, and I would say if you plan to come here, 2 or 3 times a year, it's already worth getting an annual pass. It's not cheap, but it will be worth it if you plan to visit it, 2 or 3 times a year. Depending on the time of the year, the price fluctuates, so check with the ticket center. Hello.
You're also guys just straight ahead.
Thank you. And, a lot of our friends who live here, a lot of our clients who relocated here have become annual pass holders as well, because it's like a retreat. And it's not just the house. It's not just about the house. In fact, we don't even go to the house anymore. I mean, I've been there like 5 times. It was enough. All the grounds are meticulously maintained. Everything is so beautiful and manicured. Kids can roam and run freely, safely. We take them, go for walks, bike rides, easy bike rides. We have a few trails for bikes, but nothing too crazy. So, you can, oh, wow. So one way we used to go is directly to the house. Now there's just turkeys roaming there, and that part is closed off. Not sure why. Can't go that way. So we'll see if we can get to the actual house from this other way. But either way, when you're here, you will be directed and you will know exactly, where to go. So this is a new kind of detour to get to the actual house. You're just going through all the property, through all the Biltmore property, and I can't remember, but there's a lot of acres of that. There's a ton of parking here. especially around the house. And there are shuttles everywhere that will take you from all these parking lots to the house. Of course, you have to wait, but it's an option. Unless you live here and you already know some ways around it, and you can park closer and just don't have to deal with that. And of course, it's harder during peak tourist season, which technically that's what we're supposed to have right now, but we don't have any tourists, or barely any tourists. So this is typically where we park, or we will like to park, of the closest parking to the house. But there's also parking right here, and that's where we're being directed towards to. And it's basically in a walking distance to the house. You don't have to get a shuttle. I mean, you can, I guess, but you don't have to. And so just a short walk from that parking lot to the actual house. Kind of excited and nervous at the same time. I don't know why. And these are little candles. Of course, you can't tell right now, but they're along the whole perimeter there. And it looks, very cool at night when it gets dark. And although this is always nice to see, our personal favorite, our family's favorite part of Biltmore is Vista. And this is where we're going to check on her and see how everything is. So beautiful. And there's a statue there. And we typically just come here and hang out on this front lawn, have a little picnic, or just hang out here, or sometimes I would come with a book and have this to stare at. So painful. And for us locals, and for a lot of people just like us, this place is more than just a castle, a house. It's a place where we come and take our family photos right there by the trees during Christmas. Or they do Easter egg hunt right here on this front lawn. Or we just hang out with friends up on Vista there. Come during low seasons, during slow seasons. And this whole place feels like our backyard. Like come January this year and every year February in the afternoon, closer to evening, there's nobody here, and it feels amazing. During high or holiday season or high tourist season, you gotta go through this security thingy to be able to get closer to the house or to creamery and shops and some stores and restaurants. All right, nobody beeped. So we're good to go. Hello.
Candlelight starts at 5:30.
5:30?
Yeah.
Okay, but before 5:30, is it?
Yeah, just the daytime folks are coming up until 5:30.
Okay.
And as of 5:30, the candlelight people come.
Okay. If you heard him, you can go into the house right now before 5:30 without any additional tickets. Just your regular ticket to Biltmore is good. But after 5:30, they start candlelight, is where they have all the candles, all the trees in each room, pretty much in each room light up. And that is a special price, special ticket. We did it 2 or 3 times, I think. Not doing it again. I think it's worth doing it once, but it's like a few years ago, it was like $90 each in addition. So we're just gonna come hang out here in this area that used to be stables, and now there's a dairy shop, there's a bake shop, there's some other stores, candy shop, confectionery shop, all the trouble shops when you have kids. My kids are not interested in toys. They are interested in this store, and I can already tell it's trouble. We've been here before, This place is troubles. What is it called?
That's a sugar daddy. Yeah, pull sugar.
Sugar daddy, really? That kind of candy should not be in a kid's eye level. If you like Christmas and all things Christmas, this store is so cool. It's also trouble. Just to give you a sneak peek. Stable Cafe is a restaurant where you can go and have a dinner. Again, we've been there, done that. Not gonna do it again. In this video, I'm not gonna be able to show you what it looks like inside during the candlelight season, candlelight event. I have a whole video about Christmas in Biltmore. I'm gonna put a link to it down in the description. You can refer back to it, as well as enjoy some of this exclusive footage from Biltmore itself. Had to make some connections to get it, but it's right here. You can enjoy it. It's so beautiful inside. I think it's definitely worth it to see it at least once. Not cheap, so keep that in mind and plan accordingly, okay? Adjacent to the house, there's these gardens that are, don't look like much right now, but in summertime they're all blooming. All these little ponds are blooming. It's very beautiful. They have fish in there, and then they have this little area. This is, I think it's wisteria, and come springtime, it's so beautiful. Not a fan that they have this giant thing, but they do have weddings here, and that's what it's for. And that right there, French Broad River. And so come wintertime, it's not gonna be a high tourist season, and even locals will not be visiting here as much because, sometimes it's cold. It's all about perspective. But this whole area, this whole place will be half empty. And we love coming here and just enjoying these views and just having all this, seems like all to ourselves. And of course, all the beautiful gardens where they have flower festival in the spring with all the tulips. The wall garden is right over there. Walking distance from the house to all the gardens. So I was gonna take you through the gardens the usual way. We go from the house to Antler Village and Antler Village is like this next spot where you can hang out. There's a winery, there's an inn right next door, and a hotel, and a couple of restaurants, and a creamery, playground, farm, just all that stuff. More fun stuff for kids. But the road is closed, and they are detouring us again through, middle roads. So I'm not gonna be able to show you that, but you can enjoy this exclusive footage from Biltmore itself about the gardens and see what it looks like. And it's always beautiful, pretty much any time of the year. And typically all this does not look like that, of course, but the storm did not discriminate. A lot of trees down everywhere. So we're gonna turn right to go towards Antler Village, but this way takes you to the trail along the river. There's a lagoon that I guarantee you all this, you can see it. It was all underwater. It was all flooded here probably too. So they do something new, or they add more things each year during the holiday season. So this is the farm. There's this pavilion for, like a shelter for picnicking, or parents who are waiting on their kids who play at that little playground. This is something new that they added. Little deer, of course it's not dark enough for it to be more beautiful. And we are going towards Antler Village itself. I mean, this is technically already Antler Village. There's all kinds of stuff you can do here in Biltmore, including this Land Rover experience. We did it once. I personally did not think it was that great. I'm not a fan of too many buttons in the car. And we are Toyota family. Cedric Tavern is one of the places to eat. In my personal opinion, Cedric Tavern is way overpriced for what you get. Again, we are spoiled here in Asheville. I think, it's more accessible, it's more laid back, especially like with kids or last minute, although when it's a peak season, it's kind of even hard to get there. But the food is not that great for what you get, and it's way overpriced. Bistro, on the other hand, that's located kind of across the field there, much better. And of course, our favorite is the creamery. Right there, best ice cream, best milkshakes. This place is trouble. For me too, not just kids. You can also get some, quick bites there too. Sometimes, most of the time I think. And just walk around or hang out here. A lot of times they have concerts here. I think come closer to the Christmas time, they're gonna have Santa there. You can take pictures with him. Where do you want to go?
Winery entrance.
Winery. And why are we going to the winery? Because they have samples of all kinds of stuff there. That's his favorite. That's his favorite part. Things he's not supposed to eat, or not supposed to eat too much of, like sweets and pretzels. In summertime, this is a little fountain. Right now, it's this bunch of stores, or a few stores, not a bunch, with souvenirs and stuff. All right, let's go. Free wine tasting here, typically. A free one, and also for additional fee, you can taste premium wines. Typically, and they might still do it, this whole hallways decorated with lights. It makes you kind of dizzy. Oh, there they are. This place really makes you feel like it's the most wonderful time of the year. They know how to put up a good party and holiday spirit. Here we go. It's hot and it's spicy. You might not gonna like it. You can try. We used to be wine club members right here, where you get to basically purchase some wines, some of them new wines that are not for sale yet. Every quarter they send you three or four bottles, I can remember, and then every time you come here you can have a free glass of wine from their menu right here in this lounge. We don't drink anymore, so this is where you do your free wine tasting daily. And we did it, like 5 times. And they used to, I want to say 20 years ago, They used to pour a lot more where you can actually taste, have like a couple of sips and actually taste the wine. But then, later, a few years later, we went and they barely pour anything and you can't really taste anything. So right across from Winery, the bistro is our restaurant of choice to eat here. Much better quality, just better menu, okay, for your money than Cedric. And then there's also more casual, not sure the name of it, but it's right next to bistro. You can enter through the front of the inn. We only go here for breakfast, honestly. I don't know why, but we come here for breakfast. Oh, Village Social is the name of it, right there. And this is the hotel's kind of courtyard. If you're staying, or if you just, like us, visiting, you can hang out there. So we went to the winery through this tunnel and then came back outside. More stores, more ways to spend money. It is too late right now, but a lot of times we would go to the farm and pet some animals, farm animals like goats, and mainly goats, I would say, here to pet. They have some chickens and you can come and look. So the great thing about it is that it has something for everyone. For people with kids, for people without kids. It's great. That's why we love it. Yep. This place is closed for the night. So here, in a nutshell, what you can expect when visiting Biltmore this holiday season. They are opened. Not all parts of Biltmore are open, but if you've never been here before, you probably wouldn't even notice the difference. And what is open is beautiful, as always. They do such a great job welcoming guests and providing top-notch experience for everyone. If you have any questions, reach out to me and my team. We'll be happy to answer any questions about the area, about Biltmore, about your visit, where to stay, all that good stuff. Our contact information is down in the description, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.